Dear friends, welcome to part 10 of our series, Exploring Sexual Energy, Semen Retention, Celibacy, and Brahmacharya. In this episode, we continue our journey in comprehending the transformative power of sexual energy and its ability to connect us with higher states of consciousness. Today, our attention is dedicated to a profound exploration of the timeless wisdom found in the ancient practice of Brahmacharya. This episode seamlessly continues the journey from the 4 preceding episodes of this series. It is important to remember that the knowledge and information I offer stem solely from ancient teachings. As you engage with this information, you hold the autonomy to choose whether to incorporate it into your life or not. The following is presented to you in the form of an audiobook. Brahmacharya is a concept that goes beyond mere abstinence from sexual relations. It cannot be simply defined as refraining from physical intimacy. It is a profound state of self-mastery and liberation from base desires. In essence, one cannot be considered to have truly attained Brahmacharya as long as the desire for sexual intercourse persists within them. To achieve Brahmacharya, it is essential to completely transcend and eliminate sexual desires. A person who has successfully burned away all sexual desires can be said to have gained complete control over their sexual organs and energy. This state of being is what marks a full-fledged brahmachari. Such an individual exhibits a remarkable and vibrant appearance that reflects the presence of a potent life force within them. Moreover, the transformative effects of brahmacharya are evident not only in one's actions, but also in their words and thoughts. This way of life channels vital energy towards higher pursuits and spiritual growth, making every aspect of their being resonate with this powerful force. Brahmacharya is a state of mind that reflects an individual's inner condition. The external actions of a person serve as both an indication and confirmation of their inner state. When someone has truly eliminated their sexual desire, they will not be tempted or guilty of engaging in any inappropriate behavior. In this state, external attractions, no matter how alluring, hold no power over the individual. This applies equally to both men and women. However, it is important to recognize that not everyone may have reached such a level of self-mastery. For those who still struggle with lust and desire, it is crucial to exercise caution and self-restraint. They should avoid looking at the opposite sex in a way that could be influenced by their uncontrolled desires. Brahmacharya is a concept that is often understood in its general sense, but truly comprehending and embodying it is a challenging endeavor. While its meaning may be clear, putting it into practice requires a wholehearted commitment and dedication. Many individuals exert considerable effort in attempting to live according to its principles, but sometimes their progress seems limited, or they may even experience setbacks. The path of brahmacharya demands a continuous effort and self-discipline, as it is not something that can be perfected overnight. Some individuals may have made progress at one point, only to find themselves struggling at a later stage. Perfection in brahmacharya remains elusive, as it is a lifelong journey of growth and self-improvement. Throughout your journey, you will experience numerous ups and downs in your pursuit of brahmacharya. It won't be until you burn your fingertips a few times that you will realize the true meaning of brahmacharya. Then, you will discover that teachings made in books cannot be fully grasped without practical experience. Just like learning to use a new and sophisticated electronic gadget, reading the user manual and understanding its functions will be one thing, but putting that knowledge into practical use will be an entirely different challenge. As you embark on the journey of practicing brahmacharya, you will come to realize that theoretical knowledge can only take you so far. It is through the actual implementation and application of these principles in your daily life that you will gain a deeper understanding of its impact and significance. As you embrace the concept of brahmacharya in your future, you will experience a shift in perspective and a newfound sense of inner strength. You will discover that a brahmachari is someone who has control over their sense organs in thought, word, and deed. As you follow this observance for some time, the meaning of this definition will begin to reveal itself to you, but it may not become entirely clear even then. You will acknowledge that you are not claiming to be a flawless brahmachari, as there may still be some remnants of evil ideas that need to be restrained, if not completely obliterated. As you gradually eliminate those negative influences and distractions, you will understand that the journey towards being a true brahmachari is a continuous process. You will come to realize that ordinary brahmacharya is not as challenging as it may initially seem. The difficulty arises from our tendency to interpret the term narrowly and restrict its meaning. Many individuals treat brahmacharya as if it were an impossible feat, like fools who knowingly place their hands in the fire and hope not to get burned. However, this perception stems from a misconception and limited perspective. Embracing Brahmacharya does not entail such reckless behavior. Instead, it involves a thoughtful and disciplined approach to harnessing our inner energies and desires. Brahmacharya is not about denying yourself or suppressing natural inclinations, but rather about channeling your energies in a constructive and mindful manner. Few people will realize that a true brahmachari must regulate all of their sense organs. Merely believing that controlling animal passions is the sole objective of brahmacharya is a misconception. It's not surprising that many find it challenging to attain this state. Simply attempting to control one organ while allowing others to act freely is akin to jumping into water and expecting to stay dry deliberately. True brahmacharya involves harmonizing and mastering all senses, not just suppressing certain desires. Those who seek to conquer animal passions effortlessly will realize the importance of giving up all superfluous things that stimulate such desires. By exercising control over their palates and refraining from indulging in provocative consumption of media or other sensual pleasures, they will pave the way for a more straightforward path to brahmacharya. The act of relinquishing unnecessary stimulants will allow you to direct your energies towards higher pursuits and spiritual growth. This newfound clarity and focus will make the practice of brahmacharya more accessible and fulfilling. Some people hold the misguided belief that casting a lustful gaze at one's own or another person's spouse or engaging in inappropriate physical contact does not violate the principles of brahmacharya. However, this notion couldn't be further from the truth. Such behavior constitutes a direct violation of brahmacharya in its broadest and most profound sense. Men and women who deceive themselves and the world by indulging in such actions gradually deteriorate physically, mentally, and spiritually. This behavior makes them more susceptible to sickness and weakens their overall well-being. Even if circumstances prevent them from fully fulfilling their desires, the underlying intention remains flawed. Without genuine commitment to brahmacharya, they will inevitably stumble and fall at the first opportunity. Married individuals who choose to abstain from seeking gratification outside their marital bond practice a form of limited brahmacharya, labeling them as full-fledged brahmacharis would be a misrepresentation of the true essence of the term. While married individuals may exercise restraint and faithfulness within their marital relationship, they are still engaged in fulfilling their marital duties and responsibilities, which is a different context from the traditional path of brahmacharya. The perception of a woman's role in the life of a brahmachari will undergo a transformation. Rather than being viewed as the doorkeeper of hell, she will be recognized as an embodiment of our Heavenly Mother, a divine and sacred presence. A true brahmachari will understand that the essence of brahmacharya lies in maintaining pure and untainted thoughts, regardless of any external stimulus, including interactions with women. A genuine brahmachari will not be affected by the sight of a woman or the need to touch her in the course of performing service or duties. He will remain steadfast in his mental composure, unswayed by external appearances. Whether encountering a lifelike image or a bronze statue, his reaction will be consistent, as he has cultivated a state of equanimity and self-control. Even when it comes to the mere mention of a woman, a committed aspirant of brahmacharya will not be disturbed. If someone wishes to practice brahmacharya and aspires to overcome any emotional turbulence, they must go even further and distance themselves from any form of temptation. This includes not only living women, but also inanimate representations of women.